Infraprojects Limited Q3 and 9 months FY25 earnings conference call. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star, then 0 on your touchtone phone. Before we begin, a brief disclaimer. The presentation which Kumar Infraprojects has uploaded on the stock exchange and their website, including the discussions during this call, contains or may contain certain forward-looking statements concerning Kumar Infraprojects' business prospects and profitability, which are subject to several risks and uncertainties, and the actual result could materially differ from those in such forward-looking statements. I would now like to hand the conference over to Mr. Kamal Gupta, MD, Kumar Infraprojects Limited. Thank you, and over to you, Mr. Gupta.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Kumar Infraprojects, I welcome everyone to the Q3 and 9-month FY25 earnings conference call of the company. Joining me on this call is Mr. Vasant Savla, our CFO, and Marathon Capital, our IR team. I hope everyone had an opportunity to look at our results. The presentation and press release have been uploaded on the stock exchanges and our company's website. We are pleased to report another quarter of robust overall performance. The working capital cycle remains within our targeted range. Our robust order book and exceptional execution capabilities position us for continued success, and we anticipate setting new performance records in the years ahead. Our focus on delivering high-quality projects and expanding our portfolio is paying off. We are confident this will lead us to improve margin and return ratios. As a prominent infrastructure construction company in India, we are well positioned to capitalize on the sector's growth momentum with a potential and accelerated revenue growth and enhanced multi-year revenue visibility. Our success in a challenging industry is a testament to the enduring values that have guided our organization throughout this history. The ability to deliver results in the face of adversity requires a combination of determination, flexibility, and tenacity. We believe that technically demanding projects present opportunities for the growth, learning, and differentiation in the marketplace. Our ability to technically qualify and win such projects include first-of-its-kind projects in the country, speaks volumes about our engineering capabilities. We take pride as being a nation builder. Now coming to the financial performance of the company. Consolidated performance highlights for Q3FY25. Revenue from operations for Q3FY25 grew by 22% to 1,487 crores as compared to 1,219 crores in Q3FY24. EBITDA for Q3FY25 grew by 22% to 219 crores as compared to 179 crores in the preceding year. And the PAT for FY25 grew by 21% to 100 crores as compared to 83 crores in Q3 FY24. The EBITDA margin stood at 14.7% and the PAT margin for Q3 FY25 stood at 6.7%. Coming to the consolidated performance highlights for 9 months FY25, revenue from operations for 9 months has gone up by 18% to 4,061 crores as compared to 3,454 crores in the preceding year. The EBITDA for 9 months FY25 grew by 18% to 591 crores as compared to 501 crores in the preceding year, and the EBITDA margin stood at 14.6%. The PAT for 9 months FY25 grew by 21% to 276 crores as compared to 229 crores in previous years, and the PAT margin stood at 6.8%. The total order book as on December 31st, 2024 stood at 20,529 crores. The order book includes metro projects contributing around 20%, elevated corridors, flyovers contributing around 46%, road tunnels contributing around 21%, and others contributing around 13%. We have so far booked orders worth 3,586 crores and are confident of achieving our targeted order book for the year FY25. We see further acceleration in order awarding in FY26. We can now begin the question and answers. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. We will now begin with the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask questions may press star and one on their touchtone phone. If you wish to withdraw yourself from the question queue, you may press star and two. Participants are requested to use only handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Alok Deora from Motilal Oswal. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon. Just a couple of questions. First is, what would be our debt right now at the end of December? Gross debt?
Debt is 863 crores.
Gross debt.
Gross debt.
Okay. Got it. So it's where do we see the debt equity moving now? I mean, since we'll be requiring more working capital as the execution ramps up, so debt equity should remain in the current range, or it could be improved. It could increase further because it's higher than what it was at FY24 end.
Yeah. So right now, debt equity is at 0.3.
Right.
And we hope to maintain this going forward also, Mr. Alokji.
Sure, sir. And we have done pretty strong execution in Q3, despite some impact would have been there from the monsoon as well. So for full year, what's the number we are looking at for revenues? And also, order book is pretty decent at 20,000 crore. And you mentioned briefly about the orders coming in Q4. So what's the quantum of orders we are looking in quarter 4 and also full year revenue guidance?
So we are already L1 in 5,000 crores of projects. So we are hoping to get this in Q4. And we are given a guidance of 6,000 to 8,000 crores of orders inflow in this fiscal year. So we hope we'll be able to maintain this.
Sure. And revenue guidance for this year? We have done, I think, around 4,000 crore or so till 9.
And we're looking to close this year by 5,600 to 5,700 crores of top line by end of FY25.
Okay. Sure, sir. I think that's all from my side. If I have more questions, I'll come back in the queue. Thank you, sir, and all the best.
Thank you, Mr. Alokji.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Dhananjay Mishra from Sunidhi Securities. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hello, sir. Congrats on good quarter. So you said L1 position is close to 5,000 crore and which will be converted in the final order in this Q4. So apart from this, what is our bid size which are already submitted? And in terms of bid pipeline, how do you see bid pipeline for FY26?
We have submitted a bid for around 4,200 crores. And we are expecting to bid for around 40,000 crores of projects in coming 6 to 9 months.
Okay. And are we seeing, which area we are, the incremental pipeline you are seeing? And some expressway projects are from Maharashtra side. Are you seeing some big project where we are qualified to bid?
So we are already L1 in these two projects of Maharashtra Expressway, Virar-Elba, and one project of Coastal Road of Sidco in Mumbai of 1,000 crores. And we are bidding for elevated corridors also, some tunnel projects also, and some metro projects also, my dear.
Okay. And this Virar-Versova ceiling project, which is also expected, which is very huge. So, are we going to bid with some joint partner like NCC, like you have done before?
Yeah. We are very much interested in this project, and we are surely going to be part of this project, Mr. Dhananjay.
Okay. And lastly, on this balance sheet number, can you give the current this receivable inventory and retention numbers?
Yeah. So the inventory of raw material is 520 crores and work in progress is 608 crores. The receivables are 1,393 crores and creditors are 597 crores.
500?
97 crores.
Then what is our non-fund-based limit and what is the utilization?
Non-funded limit is 4,000 crores and funded limit is 1,000 crores. Utilization is 70%.
In both?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you. That is all from my side.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from the line of Jainam Jain from ICICI Securities. Please go ahead.
Thank you for the opportunity. Sir, my first question is, sir, what is the order inflow guidance and revenue and EBITDA margins guidance for FY26?
FY26. Yeah, so we are looking for a 15% growth year on year. So FY26 will be also around 6,300 to 6,500.
Okay, and EBITDA margins guidance? EBITDA margins?
EBITDA margin will be in the range of, we are doing 14.6%. So, of course, we'll maintain this. We are looking for an upward growth in that. So, we are targeting 15% plus EBITDA margin in the coming year.
Okay, sir. And sir, we are seeing a sudden spike in the short-term debt levels from 382 crores in FY24 to 646 crores in December 24. So what would be the reason for that?
So the reason for the increase is that during the last year we have been awarded contracts of almost 11,800 crores. So all these projects are now coming into execution and early stage of execution. So for that, we have to take the funding that is required for initial setup of projects and project startups.
Okay, sir.
We have not taken the mobilization like for Chennai, which was a 4,000 crore project. We have not taken mobilization advance from the government. And so that's why the debt levels looks to be on the higher side.
Sir, when do we expect the tender to be floated for Viral-Versova linking project?
So the DPR is under process. So they are planning whether to do 5 to 6 packages or 8 to 10 packages. So I think in another 2 quarters it should be out.
Okay, sir. That answers my question. Thank you so much and all the best.
Thank you, Mr. Jain.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Uttam Kumar Seemal from Axis Securities Limited. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thanks for the opportunity and congratulations on the good set of numbers. Sir, with regard to the 40,000 crore bid pipeline that you mentioned, so can you bifurcate for this 47 crore, how much is tunnel, how much is metro, and how much is elevated corridor?
Yeah, you're talking about the projects to be bid.
Yeah, 47 crore bid pipeline that you have just mentioned.
Yeah. So there will be some building projects around 8 to 9,000 crores, what you're planning to bid. Some metros and railway projects around 7 to 8,000 crores, and some elevated corridors and tunnels which will be around 30,000 crores.
Okay, sir. Now, sir, with regard to the revenue growth that you have mentioned, 15%. Now, since most of the contracts that were awarded last year, that will be coming into execution this year. So, don't you think, sir, our revenue growth will be more than 15%, around 20-25%, because we have got a huge order backlog on our total order book is around also 20,000 crores.
Correct. Yeah, Mr. Uttam. So, we always believe in giving a conservative figures and surpassing our targeted figures, Mr. Uttam. So, that's why we talk very conservatively while giving the guidance.
Okay. And sir, interest cost has increased quite sharply this quarter. So, in the next quarter and coming FY26 also, so can we expect some kind of run rate?
Some types of, you're talking about debt?
The interest cost. Because it has increased by 10 crores on quarter basis, if you would say.
So interest cost increase is, as I said, basically because of the increased debt level that is there compared to FY24. And for this new project that we have got last year, we have to give BG commissions and margins and things like that. So it will be around this level or a little bit less. We'll try to reduce it to a certain extent.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. That's all from my side, and wish you all the best.
Thank you, Mr. Uttam.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Vaibhav Shah from JM Financial Limited. Please go ahead.
You mentioned that we have not taken the MOB advance for Chennai project. So are you planning to take it? And what's the reason why we have not taken it?
Yeah, so the Chennai, we had 4 projects costing 900,000, so total around 3,700 crores for all the 4 projects, 3,750 crores. So we have not taken initially mobilization advance because we were getting it at good interest rate from SBI. Okay, so that was the purpose of not taking in. Probably going forward, we may take it for a couple of projects, part of the mobilization advance.
So it is 10% of the 10% MOB advance?
Yeah, it's usually 10 plus 5, 15% we are eligible to take. But we have not taken any for equipment and for mobilizing both. So we have not taken anything as of now.
And what is the interest rate on that?
On the mobilization advance?
Yes.
So it's around 9.5%.
And what is our average cost of debt?
What we have got in from SBI is 9% also. But when you take from them, you have to give BG, and that is also another 1% additional, my dear.
Okay. And sir, at a company level, our cost is 9% interest cost?
Yeah, company level is 9 to 10%.
Okay.
But when you take a mobilization advance, Mr. Vaibhav, you have to give the BG of 110% of the mobilization advance cost. So, that's an additional cost of the BG. So, that adds up on 1 to 1.5% on that.
Okay.
So the overall cost goes to around 10.5%.
Okay. And so secondly, you mentioned that we are L1 in 5,000 crores worth of projects. So it would include 2 Virar Alibag packages, 8 and 10, right?
Correct.
And third project is
Virar Alibag and 1 coastal road project of CIDCO, which is 1,020 crores.
Okay. Sir, so what about this project called development of Mula River in Wakad Bypass and development of Harinagar Colony? So what about those 2 projects?
So that's already taken in the order. We already received the orders, LOI for that and work orders already in place.
So we have 3,576 crore of inflows already with us, and we are L1 in 5,000. So total around 8,500 we have L1 plus YTD inflows.
Exactly. You're right, Mr. Vaibhav.
Okay. And sir, lastly, any update on MMC packages? When do we expect to get LOA or any status of land?
Yeah, so exactly, you told the right thing because, they are in the process of acquisition because they have to pay some money for the land acquisition. So they're just signed up with some agencies for doing that. So the acquisition is at an advanced stage. They've prepared the orders and all. So now they just have to pay and take the land. And so that after taking the land only, they can give it the LOI. Because unless until 80% land is available with them, they cannot give the LOI.
So LOI can come in Q4 or it may spill over to Q1 next year?
We are expecting it to come into Q4 only. But maybe it's 10% chances that, it can go in Q1.
Okay. And sir, on the debt part, we saw an sharp increase in Q3. So by the year end, we foresee it to be at similar levels of 860 crores or it may even go higher further?
We are looking for around 900 crores by the year end, Mr. Vaibhav, the gross debt level to be.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Those are my questions. I'll come back in the queue.
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Vaibhav.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from the line of Hemant Soni, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Thank you for providing me the opportunity and congratulations on a steady set of numbers. Sir, the thing which I wanted to ask is, like the 40,000 crores of order pipeline will be bid by the company. And what is the, quantum of orders which we have already bid?
4,100 crores.
I just wanted to exclude the L1 part of 35,000.
Excluding the L1 part, Mr. Hemant.
Can you repeat the number, sir?
I am excluding. We are L1 in 5,000 plus crores of projects, and we have bidded for around 4,170 crores of projects.
4,100?
4,100 we have bidded, plus we are L1 in 5,000 crores of projects.
And 40,000 crores of order pipeline is there.
We will be bidding in this coming year.
in this coming year.
Yeah.
Sir, one more thing which I wanted a clarification from your side is, so we have the order book of 20,500, right? And around L1 we are in 5,000, and which is expected in Q4, which takes our order book to 25,500, and we'll be executing around 1,700 out of it. Okay, so it will be close to 24,000 of order book by FY25, by end of FY25. And we had given a guidance earlier of 25,000 crores of order book by FY27. So are we sort of upping the guidance, because we'll already be closing FY25 with 24,000 crores of order?
Yeah. So if this order of line 3, MM3 also comes in this Q4, which we are expecting. So of course our order book will be around 23 to 24,000 crores by the year end.
Correct.
And we have given a target of around 25,000 crores for FY27. That is also right, Mr. Iman. So as I told you, we always give conservative figures, and we expect to surpass our guidance only.
So I mean, right now are we some sort of upping the guidance for FY27? Or no?
FY27, yeah, will be around 30,000 crores as of now, what it looks like. So we'll go up and do a order book of around 30,000 crores for sure.
Okay, sir. Thanks a lot.
Yes. Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you. Participants, you may please press star and 1 to ask questions. We'll take the next question from the line of Dipesh Agarwal from UTI AMC. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, team. Sir, my first question is, there is some property tax related request from the BMC, I think 550 crores. What is our potential liability from this, or is it a pass-through from MMRDA?
Yeah, hi, Mr. Dipesh. So this is, the government, whether it's MMRD or DMRC or MMRCL, so they are supposed to give us the land for precasting yards. So our contract already says that it is to be given by them. If any liability of property tax has to be dealt by the awarding agencies. So this property tax liability to us does not stand. So either government to government, they will talk and they'll settle it, that there is no liability should not be done. If at all it has to be paid, it has to be paid by the awarding agencies.
Okay.
These are all temporary lands to us. These are not permanent lands, which is part which we have already handed over, and part after completing of the project, we'll hand it over back to them.
Sure. So secondly, the execution for the two projects, Goregaon Mulund and Goregaon Coastal Road, has not started, because I believe that was supposed to happen through a JV route. So if we see console minus standalone, there is not much difference.
No, both the projects of execution has started, Mr. Dipesh. In fact, our TBM will be coming in first quarter of FY25. 26, am I sorry? So the shaft preparation have started, and mobilization of course has been done. So all the works are going on well in both the projects.
Revenue booking for these projects is happening in standalone or at the JV level?
No, so this is at the JV level.
Sorry, this is happening at SPV level.
Yeah, SPV level, exactly, SPV level. But the revenue we take in our individual consolidated partners,
Okay, so basically for us in the standalone, the revenue is reflected, right?
Whatever revenue is reflected in our books are our part of JV portion of ours, and whatever is NCC portion, they take in their books.
Okay. And sir, lastly, what is the cash balance as on December? And also you can touch upon what has been the capex in 9 months, expected capex in Q4 and for next year.
Yeah, Q4 capex guidance, I think we have given for around 500 crores in the coming 2 years. 100 crores of maintenance capex. And this year in Q3 it was 28 crores, and in the 9 months it's 106 crores.
Sorry, can you repeat? 9 months?
In 9 months it is 106 crores.
Okay.
And in Q3 we had around 30 crores of capex.
Okay, so possibly next year we'll have almost like a 350 crores of a capex and maybe 40-50 crores in 4Q.
Yeah, it will be more because TBM will be coming in the next year. So there will be TBM plus there will be some capex for this Chennai project. What we have given a guidance of around 250-300 crores for capex for Chennai also. So even that will add up in next year, sir. And this year also there will be something, and next year it will be something.
Okay. And what is the cash balance as on December?
So cash and bank balance put together is 890 crores.
Okay. So at a net level, you don't have much debt right now.
Net level, we are cash positive.
Okay. Understood. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from the line of Ankit Babel from Shubhkam Ventures. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. A couple of questions. So first question is on the macro side. Now, especially from the Maharashtra side, what we have been witnessing is a distribution of so many freebies by the state government. So in that case, sir, do you foresee any challenges on the funding side, both on the existing projects which are under construction, or even the new one? Can it impact the future inflows from the Maharashtra government side?
I have seen the paper that there are some agencies of Maharashtra who are facing problems in funding, whether it's PWD and other departments. But we are working with BMC, MMRDA, CIDCO. We have not seen much or any issues with our payments with these departments. And going forward also, I think they are already tying up with different agencies for this funding. So projects are already tied up before, even for this, we have got this project of Anandnagar Saket, okay? Mm-hmm. So which is a 2,000 crore project. So already the finance has been tied up for that project. So projects are first been financed and then been done. So I don't think it should be a problem going forward.
Okay. So is there any order in your order book which is directly funded by state government?
Order books, state government, even state government, so even this project, as I told you, the Anandnagar Saket, 2,000 crores, it is an MMRDA project, but they have taken finance on that project already. That and the Thane Coastal Road, all put together, they have already taken a project financing for the whole corridor.
Okay, you are getting all your payments on time?
Yeah, we are receiving our payments on time.
Okay, and my second question is, if I see your company's performance for last many years, now your growth has been consistent, your margins have been good, your balance sheet has been good, but somehow your ROEs are very low at around 13-14%. So any effort which the management is taking to improve it, maybe at some 18-20%, or you feel that the potential is only up to this 13-14%?
Yeah, so ROE, if you see, there is this slight or steady increase for coming 3-4 years. And we are, of course, hoping and targeting to take it further up, ROE and ROC both. So it's not that it will be steady at this number. So as the top line keeps going up, the ROE and ROC will further improve.
No, so just by growing top line, it won't. Either your margins have to improve or, your asset turnovers have to improve. So what efforts you are taking and what are your ROE targets, say, in the next 2 years, if you can let us know?
So we are targeting ROE of around 15% in coming 2 years. And as I told, we were doing around 14.5% of EBITDA margin. We are targeting our EBITDA margin also in the range of 15 to 16% in coming 2 years. So this will, of course, improve the ROE as well.
So this 14 to 16%, so the new projects which you are bidding, are they coming at those margins? Because what we have been hearing is that there's a lot of competition also which has increased. Right. So are you able to bid at those margins for the new projects? And at the same time, the order book which you have currently, is that order book at those margins?
Yeah. So, we bid only at our numbers, whether we get the project or not, because we believe in a profitable growth and not on a top line growth. So all our projects which are bidded are with secured margins what we are making. And of course, there will be also operational efficiency as we are growing in the size. So the overhead cost goes down also, and the operational efficiency will add up to the bottom line.
Okay, fine. We'll wait for that 15% ROE. Thank you very much.
You will surely see that, my dear. Very
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Right.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Parikshit Kandpal from HDFC Securities. Please go ahead.
Hello. Hi, sir. Congratulations on a good quarter. Kamalji, my question is on the new Konkan Expressway. I think the Maharashtra government has applied for the environment clearance. So any update on that? When do you expect that to come in? And have you included that in your bid pipeline of 45,000-50,000 crores for next 6 months?
I think even that thing is right now in the DPR stage. So that will again take 2 to 3 quarters for the tenders to float, Parikshit. So, of course, when it comes, we'll be part of that. We'll try to bid for that as well, which are more structure-oriented project packages, that one. So, I'm not very sure when the tenders will be floated as of now.
Okay. So beyond that, last year, MSRDC was one which helped us get good ordering flows despite last year being a weak in terms of overall ordering. I'm talking about FY25. So do you think in FY26, enough opportunities coming in which could help us grow 15-20% on the order inflows? Because MSRDC was a large bid out. Beyond that, are you seeing anything on the Maharashtra side which contributes line share to our order book? And even the BMC budget is now out, whereas there has been an increase. So do you think any large project beyond the Konkan Expressway, which may or may not happen, coming in from Maharashtra from the state side?
Yeah. So as I told you, this, and somebody asked also, this project one is the BMC which has floated Versova to Dahisar. From Dahisar to Virar and Palghar also, they're planning the ceiling, which is 80,000 crores of the project. So that will surely come in 2 quarters. And apart from that, they are also targeting to increase this metro network in Maharashtra. So whether it's in Thane, whether it's the underground metro from from Kulabad to post office, and of course this airport to airport is coming, but it will be on BOT. There are some projects in New Bombay, CIDCO, line 2 lines they are getting it on EPC, and Pune there are metro lines coming up. So metro in Maharashtra also there is huge possibility. This 80,000 crores of Dahisar to Virar and Palghar will be there. And apart from that, of course, some elevated corridors, flyovers are also in pipeline in Maharashtra.
So you think there will be a good ordering even next year, which is expected. Now coming to the civil part, it has 8% of our order book, so which could be much higher and bigger, especially in the government building side. So how are you thinking there, and do you think that segment you are inclined to grow substantially from here on?
Yeah, so it's Parikshit, we don't, wherever the opportunity is there, if we got this opportunity of building, like NBCC, we took this project of 1,000 crores now in Noida last month. So when we get an opportunity, we strike for it. So that proportion of 7-8% can go to 15% or can be at 7-8% also. So it's all on the right opportunity in getting it at our numbers, because as I told you before also, we don't want to go very aggressive and take projects at any number. We want to maintain margins of the operating margin of 14-15% minimum, then only quote for the project. So we are bidding all the projects with these numbers. So if you get, whether it's in building, whether it's in tunnels or flyover projects, elevated metro, we are in for that.
Okay. Just the last question on the Tamil Nadu side. So how has been the progress on the metro project side, and what is the pipeline you are looking? How is the pipeline looking in Tamil Nadu for us to expand or get new orders? So what are the opportunities which are available for us to get the orders?
Yeah. So our project of NHAI, which is 3,700 crores in Tamil Nadu, is going very well now. It's picked up very good pace. We've done already around 750 or 800 piles in that. A lot of piers are done. The segment casting is started. So that project is online. And we have also taken one project from the state government costing around 600 crores. So even that is going in full swing. So there are other projects also coming in Tamil Nadu. Some elevated structures by NHAI also and state governments are in pipeline. we're looking forward. And there's some expansion of metro network also in Tamil Nadu they're planning. So we'll be looking for the right opportunity and bidding for that as well. Since we have
metro, we are not doing that. So I was wondering that in metro, especially metro.
Right now we don't have the metro project. We have bidded for the metro project, but we could not get there initially.
Okay, but you are interested in doing metro there in Chennai?
Yeah, why not? Of course, we have full setup for the metros.
Okay, sir, sure. Thank you, sir. Those are my questions.
Thank you, Parikshit.
Thank you. Participants, to ask a question, please press star and 1 on your touchtone phone. We'll take the next question from the line of Shravan Shah from Dolat Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Thank you and congratulations on good set of numbers. Sir, a couple of data points on the balance sheet. Sir, what's the mobilization advance, retention money, unbilled revenue?
So, sir, mobilization advance is 557 crores.
Okay.
And unbilled revenue is 608 crores.
608. And retention money is?
Retention is 338 crores.
338 crores. Okay. Sir, just a couple of questions. So, sir, regarding this 550 crore BMC property tax notice, obviously you said that the responsibility is on the government, whoever be the authority to pay. But just trying to understand, so right now, in terms of the timeline or in terms of the worst case scenario, do you see any kind of financial liability can come to us?
Absolutely not, Mr. Shravan.
Okay, got it. Second, sir, this year already L1 plus already what we have received 8,600 crore order. So in the fourth quarter, how much more do we expect to get the orders? And for next year, FY26, broadly, how much we are looking at in terms of the order inflow?
So this year, as we told, we are having L1 in around 5,200 crores of projects. So we are expecting some orders out of this only. Okay, the complete orders or maybe something is still in Q1. Apart from that, whatever we have bidded, if it gets opened early, and so it does take after opening also the process and on 1.5 to 2 months. So maybe if something is there, I'm not sure, out of this 4,000 crores what we have bidded, if something comes in this quarter. Secondly, for FY26, again we are looking for around 6,000 to 7,000 crores of order inflow.
Okay. And sir, this 4,170 crore that we have bidded, if you can help us, how many projects, or maybe if you can specify the value of the 2, 3, 4 projects, whatever we have bidded.
Sure. So we have bidded for this project of, So one is this railway line at Indore. So of RVNL costing around 1,200 crores. Okay, so this is a tunnel which is there for in Indore, and the other big one is this twin tunnel of the metro line by MPMRCL, again in Indore.
Okay.
2,500 crores. The other one is 1,200 crores. And there is some other small projects of 3,350 crores and so.
Okay, got it. Second, sir, just wanted to understand. So currently, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, we have 7 TBMs and the 8th one for the GMLR will come. So these 7 TBMs right now, are we already is using at projects? Because broadly, if I'm now looking at our the metro segment as a pie is just a 20%, and in that also the underground metro is just a 9%. So just trying to see, is there a possibility that if we are not using, or maybe if we are not seeing that it can be used in next 1 year, is there a possibility to sell it off or?
No, so see, TBMs, right now all the TBMs are in use. whether it's like, Bombay, Delhi, and Surat. So the TBMs right now are engaged in all these 3 projects, correct? There is Surat Metro, DMRC, Delhi Metro, and Mumbai Metro. We are already bidding for some projects of underground. As I told you, this is Bhopal Metro, this Indore Metro, and Delhi Metro. So of course, when the metro comes, it takes a couple of years for the TBMs to be in use, and that much time is also required for the refurbishment and logistically transporting it. Okay. So I think it's more or less till now, we have been doing it since last 10, 12 years, this TBM work. All the TBMs are put in use, and probably 6 to 8 months or 1 year, some TBMs may be idle. That's the thing.
Okay. Got it. And Vasant sir, can you clarify in terms of the capex for next year? So sir has mentioned 250-300 odd crore for Chennai and plus this GMLR TBM, which would be close to 300 odd crore plus maintenance. So in fourth quarter, how much more we will be doing a capex, and in FY26 itself, how much capex we will be doing?
So Shravan, in quarter 4, around 150 crore addition of the capex will be there, and the GMLR TBM is coming in the next year. So that will get capitalized in FY26.
Okay. So FY26 in terms of from the cash flow perspective, how much capex we will be doing in FY26?
FY26 will be capex wise. It is around 400 crores.
Okay, got it. And second, in terms of the depreciation, which is currently at for 9 months also, we have seen just a 2.2% decline, despite the top line is growing 17-18 odd %. So for fourth quarter and for FY26, once this TBM will come, how one can look at the depreciation?
So as far as FY25 is concerned, because of the additions that we are going to make in Q4, there will be little uptick in the depreciation charge. And next year when the TBM will come again, the other assets will get depreciated, TBM will compensate for that. So more or less should remain at the same level.
Okay. Got it. And in terms of the overall working capital levels, whatever the currently we have, we don't see any kind of further increase, or do we see any scope of further decrease in the working capital?
So compared to the last quarter, if you see, last quarter was 135 days working capital. We have already reduced it to 118 days.
Okay.
So I think it should be around the level of 120 to 130 days.
Okay. Got it, sir. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from the line of Jainam Jain from ICICI Securities. Please go ahead.
So thank you for the opportunity. Sir, as you said that we will be bidding for 40,000 to 50,000 crores of projects in coming financial year. So can you just provide a brief segmental breakup of that?
I think I have already told, but again I will tell you. So for building projects we'll be quoting around 8 to 9,000 crores what we have planned, and for metros and railways around 7 to 8,000 crores, and elevated corridors and tunnels of around 30,000 crores of projects.
Okay, sir. And so is there any upcoming major tender in the short term, as in the Q4 FY25, in which we will be bidding for?
Sorry?
Is there any upcoming major tenders which is to be floated in Q4 FY25, in which we will be bidding?
Right now, we are bidding for some of these projects of NBCC building projects in Delhi. There are 5 projects of 1,000 crores each, 800, 900 and 1,000.
Okay, sir. So any details about that? I mean, what type of projects are those?
These are building projects by NBCC.
Okay, sir. All 5 are building projects, right?
Correct.
Okay, well, that answers my question. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. You may please press star and 1 to ask questions. We'll take the next question from the line of Purab Singhania, a retail investor. Please go ahead.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity and congratulations on a good set of numbers. Could you please share the segment-wise operating margins for your order book?
I'm sorry, Purab, can you come back? I could not, you are not audible properly.
Am I audible now?
Mr. Singhania, I would request you to use your handset, please.
Hello, am I audible now?
Yeah.
Please proceed.
So could you please share the segment-wise operating profit margins for your order book?
Segment-wise profit margins? No, we don't have such segment-wise profit margins, Mr. Purab.
Okay. And another question, considering that a major geographical concentration of our projects is in Maharashtra, and given the elections, appointed dates for these projects were quite delayed. So could you please bifurcate your order book in terms of the project for which LOA has been received and for which appointed date has been granted?
So all the projects, whether the LOI has been received, the appointed date has been granted. So there are none of the projects where LOI has been received and work is not started or the appointed date is not been declared. It's all wherever LOI is there, we have received the work order and the appointed date as well.
Okay. Thank you. That answers my question.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from Hemant Soni, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Thank you for providing me the opportunity again. So just wanted to know one thing.
Yes,
out of 44,000 crores of order, what is generally 4,000 crores we have already been in, 40,000 is in the pipeline. So out of this 44,000 crores of order, what is generally the conversion ratio?
Conversion ratio?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this will be around 15%, 20%.
Okay. And sir, it will be finalized in FY26 only?
Yeah. It should be finalized because some projects will be coming in Q1, Q2, Q3. So accordingly, it takes a couple of months for them to finalize the orders after the bid. So it should be done in FY26 only.
Sir, one more question from my side. Sir, the budget we had already seen, it is more of a consumption-oriented budget and not a capex or an infra-related budget. So going forward, are we sort of seeing some slowdown in the pace of orders?
Mr. Hemant, I absolutely don't see any slowdown in the pace of orders.
Okay.
Because we see whether it's all departments or all geography, there is sufficient traction in the orders.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Hemant.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Shravan Shah from Dolat Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Thank you for the opportunity again. Sir, this 2 Alibag Virar 5,000 crore L1, is there a possibility that the scope or the value can be reduced? Is there any negotiation or this number is the final one?
No, already the negotiations were done by them. Before only, it was 2-3 months back. So that is done. Now, I don't think there will be any further negotiations going forward.
So the original value what we have declared L1 that remains the same.
I have to check. I think it is the original or the negotiated value. But I'll check and come back to you on this, Shravan.
Okay. And second, sir, are we looking to increase our fund, non-fund based limit? So 70% is, sir has already mentioned, Vasan sir, that is utilized. So are we looking to further increase? So related is that, are we now again looking to, in terms of the equity raising, are we looking to do equity raising, fundraising?
So, First of all, for the limit fundraise and fundraise depends on the project. Like, if any new projects are there which demands for it, of course we have to raise the non-fund based limits, and we'll be first utilizing our unutilized and then of course go for the other one. And for the fundraising, as you know, we have already taken the resolution. Okay, and we'll look for the right opportunity and do it. Yeah.
Okay, got it. And anything major in terms of the projects which are already kind of about to complete? If you can spell particularly the Mumbai Metro one, when if you can name and when likely to be completed.
So all the Mumbai Metro projects are going at very good pace, Shravan. And as you know, we have already put into operational this Metro Line 3. The major portion was ours only, the BKC, last October. And they are planning to, MMRC is planning to put into operational from BKC to Worli also by April 25, by April end. So hoping for the best. And other metro lines are also going very well. Whether it's the line 2B, line 6, there are some issues which is sorted out by MMRD. So, and even line 9, the work is going well, Bhinder and Mira Road. So, of course, it will, because, ours is the civil portion and then the rolling stock and the electrification contractors also roping. So, even their work will be there. So, this another 3-4 months, the underground metro will be put into operational till Worli, and I think by another 12 months, these elevated metros also work by one it will be started.
Okay. Thank you, sir, and all the best.
Yes, Shravan, thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Manu Singhal from Crayon. Please go ahead.
Sir, I would thank for the opportunity. First of all, I would like to know that.
Sorry to interrupt, your audio is not clear. It's feeble.
Is it better now?
Yes, much better.
Yeah, thank you. So thank you, sir, for the opportunity. I would like to know that whom do you consider your strongest and the closest competitor in similar market cap and sales figure annual, and what is the plus point that you have, over that competitor?
So, Mr. Manu, I cannot name a particular person like this, which is very close, because in our bidding, what it happens, there are two criteria. One is your technical qualification, other is your financial. Okay, so there are different sectors metros are one, elevators are one, flyovers and these tunnels are one, then roads are there for building. So there are different people in different sectors. Okay, so of course L&T is one person who is mostly everywhere bidding with us. Okay, so L&T is there, HCC is there, NCC is there, ITD is there, then Tata is there. These are the people who usually are always bidding where we are bidding. F-Cons will be there. Hello?
Yeah, got it. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
got it.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as there are no further questions from the participants, I now hand the conference back to Mr. Kamal Gupta for closing comments. Over to you, sir.
I would like to thank once again to all of you for joining us on this call today. We hope we have been able to answer your queries. Please feel free to reach out to our IR team or any other clarification or feedback. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, members of the management. On behalf of J. Kumar Infraprojects Limited, that concludes this conference. We thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your line. Thank you.